I was watching the news, I think it was maybe that very next day, the Saturday or the Sunday, and this man named Robbie Parker was on the news. He was a father of this little girl named Emily. And he said, one of the things that really struck me, he said, Emily was just learning to read. And she would come home every day and she would read a story, a book, to her 2- and 3-year-old sisters. And he said, so we'll really miss hearing Emily read. And, when he said that, I thought, everyone was saying, what can we do? I wish there was something we could do. It just sort of came to me, well, you know what? We can read. And so I thought, I have a son. He's 22 years old. And I remember when he was little, him curling up in my lap to hear a story. And I remember how empowering it felt to me when I was 4 or 5 or 6 or whatever it is, and I could read a book by myself, That whole piece of empowerment and independence and security and safety that comes from being a first-time reader, I thought about that when Mr. Parker talked about his daughter. And so I said, what we can do is we can read. So why don't we I talked to my students, I said, why don't we organize this book drive called We Can Read?